We are about to witness what may turn out to be a very important event in the world of XRP. The idea of wiping out all of the XRP now held in escrow is being discussed by several people. About 5 val XRP being burned every day at the moment, which equates to about 1,825 million annually. However, there is growing apprehension that this rate will continue to rise. Additionally, some people have claimed that up to 25,000 XRP are burned every single day, and very interesting theory is that this behavior has been linked to Ripple's escrow accounts. The problem has gotten even worse after a former Ripple director said that the company might burn all of the XRP that is currently in escrow at the same moment. There seems to be more going on than just a conversation about how likely it is that this will happen. This event is made even more intriguing by the fact that it occurs concurrently with Ripple Labs' statement that it will repurchase over $1 billion worth of XRP from the market. Numerous theories have been put up on the connection between the repurchase and the anticipated escrow burn and Ripple's accord with the SEC. The reason for the buyback is that Ripple still requires XRP. The victim of this type of trust burn has severe consequences. Each coin's value could rise to $10 if all of Ripple's XRP that was kept in escrow were destroyed. Based on my analysis and the fact that Ripple Labs is forming more and more partnerships and needs XRP to maintain these ties, I have concluded that the firm may need to consider paying $10,000 per XRP. Keep running and growing its XRP. There are a few things we need to take care of before we proceed with today's programming. Clicking the like, subscribe, and notify me buttons above would be greatly appreciated if you would like to join our vibrant community. Something truly remarkable is going to happen, so pause for a bit. Upon reaching 60,000 members, we plan to distribute a substantial amount of XRP. The process of entering the giveaway is quite easy. It's simple. There are only 3 things you need to do. Numerous publications support this claim and claim that XRP will eventually surpass $10 out of Ripple's agreements with payment systems in other nations. Due to the fact that Ripple's international alliances are growing and rely on XRP, a significant increase in the value of XRP is not only possible but may even be necessary. XRP's growth has been nothing short of exponential, and recent public and private reports show that it is expanding globally. Interestingly, a BlackRock research that was made, the public learns that the business plans to use RP for cross-border financial transactions. To illustrate how XRP is developing into a globally recognized and widely used form of international payment, the most important findings of this study are highlighted. The Central Bank of Ireland's recent revelation that they want to use XRP for cross-border transactions has only served to increase this trend. In terms of the payment method, XRP is now formally recognized as reliable and secure. The Ripple, as a result of the company that created XRP, is now a recognized virtual asset service provider. This is a noteworthy indication that XRP has a lot of promise in the financial sector. The Global Central Bank of Japan has started using XRP for their domestic and international banking systems during this time. Currently, more than 30 central banks are working together to create a digital currency based on the XRP technology. This is a component of a broader trend that is happening right now. According to reports, 19 of these central banks have acquired XRP for a total of around $9.4 billion. This percentage does not even account for the possibility that the FedNow rapid payment service will start using XRP. According to reports, the FedNow Fast Payment Network is thinking about using XRP for the blockchain part of its payment system. Based on publicly disclosed material, this pattern indicates that people are growing increasingly certain that the technology underlying XRP can be used in the currently utilized banking software. It is impossible to overestimate the importance of the U.S. Federal Reserve taking full ownership of XRP and Ripple Labs. How important it is cannot be determined. Because of this action, which aims to stop regular people from buying XRP, there has been a major change in the financial industry. The Federal Reserve plans to adopt the Ripple system, which leverages the XRP ledger and digital asset, in place of creating a traditional CBDC central bank digital currency. This is because of the Ripple system is economical, efficient, and environmentally friendly. In order to use the XRP ledger and the Ripple system, Ripple Labs has already partnered with important central banks in more than 8 countries, including the BRICS countries. The fact that these collaborations have already been formed makes this approach especially beneficial. The Federal Reserve has stated in an official announcement that XRP and XLM could be important components of the FedNow payment system's blockchain component. This indicates that they are acting in a way that are giving blockchain technology careful consideration. One of their stories claims that the partnership between FedNow and Metal Blockchain, which intends to speed up the conversion of fiat money into stable coins, is a big step in the direction of combining traditional banking with decentralized finance. Currently, using third-party apps like Venmo and PayPal or Bitcoin wallets are the only ways for Americans to make fast payments within the nation. However, the FedNow system, which is now being built, does wish to include cryptocurrency in its structure. More than 120 companies have signed up to utilize this platform. This group includes payment processors, solution providers, and new companies like US Bank and Exchange Bank. The possible integration of Ripple into the FedNow service has the potential to fundamentally alter our perception of the world of digital banking. Ripple, a financial technology company renowned for its open-source distributed ledger technology and clever cross-border payment solutions, is one of the companies being investigated for this project. Exchanges. The FedNow services list of possible partners also includes Stellar Lumens XLM, a company known for its blockchain-based payment network that enables quicker and more economical international transactions. This, in turn, brings us back to the two main subjects we covered before. The probability that a sizable portion of XRP will be burned from Ripple Labs escrow beyond that the price of XRP will rise to 10,000 in the near future. The simultaneous occurrence of these two occurrences will result in notable advancements for the digital asset known as XRP. The planned burning of a sizable number of XRP as a result of Ripple's lockup caused the price of XRP to rise to the expected level of 10,000. This notion has been strengthened by statements made by former Ripple director Matt Hamilton, who said that the company can destroy all of the XRP that is kept in its escrow wallet. This news is particularly important because of the ongoing legal battle between Ripple and the SEC. It is possible that a settlement agreement could contain a burn of this type. This has many different effects and consequences. The price of XRP can soar to 110,000 as a major decrease in the quantity of XRP that is available. Furthermore, it would lead to a notable surge in demand for XRP from institutional and individual buyers who are becoming more interested in using digital assets like XRP for cross-border financial transactions. Each XRP coin's value would rise as a result of the substantial reduction in the amount of XRP that is now available. It is challenging to predict whether XRP will be able to